everyone, it's Allie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do a what I eat in a day video. I actually just recently found out that I am allergic to wheat, eggs, tree nuts, peanuts, and sesame seeds. So this is my journey of cutting all those things out of my life because I had no idea, but now I do. So I figured I should probably stop eating those things since I'm allergic. It's like the first week that I've been really trying to cut all of that out. So this is what I ate today to try to do that. And I'll probably do maybe another one of these videos in like a couple months and like update you guys on how it's going, or maybe do like some recipes that I found if I find anything that's really good. If you are also gluten and dairy free like I am. Oh, also milk. Yes, I'm also allergic to milk. I keep forgetting that one because I've been calling myself lactose intolerant for years now, so I just like I don't know, I guess it wasn't actually an allergy though. So just girly things. The hardest thing I think is probably wheat, because I had already stopped eating pretty much all dairy years ago, so that's okay. But wheat is very hard because bread is good and a lot of snacks that I eat all the time have wheat in them. Eggs is another really big thing. Eggs are in everything, I feel like. So here is the start of my journey to hopefully feeling better and eating healthier, because I'm very bad at that. So here's my what I eat in a day. Okay, good morning. So this is my breakfast for today. Here, I'm gonna use this maple syrup. I just found this at the grocery store. I don't know, I think it's like from New Hampshire or something. But, so I have 2 hash browns. This one totally fell apart. And then these are gluten-free pumpkin spice waffles that I found yesterday, so very exciting. Let me show you the packaging. So this is the brand, in case anyone is interested in getting them. So for lunch, I decided that I would make some tuna. So here I am, obviously opening the tuna and then draining it. And I decided to start using vegan mayonnaise again because obviously there's no egg in it. I have used it before, but I feel like it tastes exactly the same and it was so much more expensive, so I just started buying the regular one again. But now that I know I'm actually allergic to eggs, I've decided to start using the vegan one. So for when I put mayonnaise in my tuna, I usually do about like 2 scoops. I don't really know how much it is, but I just kind of wing it until it looks like a good consistency. Sometimes I have to add more, but usually 2 scoops is pretty good for what I like my tuna to be. Usually when I have tuna, I do like celery, like cut up really small in it, but I didn't have any today, so I just skipped out on that. But I did add some onion powder and then also garlic salt because this just gives it a little bit more flavor. So I added that and then of course mixed it up. While I make this, I usually put my bread into the toaster so it can be a little crunchy and nice. This is some gluten-free bread that I recently found. This is my first time trying it, and despite the fact that it was absolutely tiny, it was really good. It didn't really taste much different than just regular bread, so I'm really glad about that because I was worried about that. But it tasted really good, so I enjoyed it. But it was definitely small, so I had to put some of my tuna on the side of my plate and use it as dip with some chips. Of course, for my chips, I had to do kettle cooked potato chips. Usually I do the Cape Cod chips, but these ones are from Aldi and they're good as well. So these ones are good, and this is what I have with my sandwich for lunch. I had sort of a later lunch today, so I didn't have any snacks between, but now, of course, here we are making dinner. I decided that I would make some chili because it's just like puts you right into the fall mood. But instead of using ground beef, I used ground turkey for this. Honestly, it tasted pretty similar. It really didn't make much of a difference, but I don't usually like to eat red meat, so I figured I would give turkey a try. So here I am just cooking this up in the Instant Pot before I put everything else in. So once this was all browned, I broke it up a little more so it would be smaller pieces. And then I also added in 1 chopped up onion into this. I will link the recipe that I used in the description, but I kind of loosely followed it. It wasn't very exact. I actually ended up having to add more spices to it once it was done because it really just didn't have much flavor at all. So I added cumin, chili powder, paprika, salt, pepper, all those kinds of things, and then also added chicken broth. After I added the chicken broth, I also added in the diced tomatoes and also the crushed tomatoes. The recipe is definitely a little different than what I added, but I just kind of winged it because you want to make chili your own anyway. It's really like personal preference. So I added those and mixed it all up really good. Then I drained and rinsed black beans and kidney beans, and I added those in as well, just 1 can of each. And of course the salt and pepper, like I mentioned earlier. Honestly, I probably should have added more salt. I should have measured it then instead of just cranking it like that, but it's okay. So in the Instant Pot, it's really nice because there's a chili setting, and then I just cooked this for 20 minutes, and then I let the pressure kind of release itself after about 10 minutes, and it came out really good. But in this next clip, you will watch me struggling to put the lid on because I have never put the lid on this myself, so it took me forever to figure it out, but I did get it, no worries. So then I just had some in a bowl with my kettle chips because those are better than corn chips in my opinion, but I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.